Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Speaker Series Spotlight. I am your host, Brad the Brick Critchfield from the Sweatshop Gym, and with me today, Eddie Habash from Blue Atlas Real Estate Group.
How's it going, Brad? Glad
Good,
to be
man.
here. How you doing?
Very good. I saw your
good.
name on the list, and I was 100% excited to get to sit down with you. So excited.
Yeah,
This is our first one without a co-host because I wanted to go one-on-one with you.
Same here. I've been watching you do this, and I want to thank you actually for all that you give to the community. I've been a part of Sweatshop Gym, and
That's right.
And love being there, and I definitely need to get back in there for sure.
Yeah.
Right. But
I was so close to bringing a picture, not like an actual picture, but when I edit this video, I might actually put the picture of you on the leg press machine. But I won't do that because we're going to keep it really professional today. But
yeah.
I have the picture of you with the bucket, and it's a good picture.
Yeah.
But
Fun times over there.
But we've known each other for a very long time.
Absolutely.
And yeah, man, I was totally excited to see you here today, and just as excited to hear about what you have going on because we really haven't talked too much recently. So I want to hear what's going on in your world. So that's our perfect segue.
Yeah. So I'm with Keller Williams Pacific Estates Cerritos now, and I started my own real estate group, Blue Atlas Real Estate Group. I have about 5 agents working with me now. And our goal is to really help 52 families this year and help those families secure a financial future through real estate.
Sweet. So when you say help families, what does that look like?
So that means just educating families through the process and what it takes to buy a home or even sell a home, right? A lot of families have a lot of misconceptions and different beliefs of what it takes to buy a home or sell a home. And we just want to educate people and get them through that process effectively in a timely manner and kind of make it easy on them.
Now, what steps do you take to educate families? Like what mediums are you using?
So we do a lot of prospecting through actually prospecting is a bad Ortiz. So we like to use a lot of our sphere, friends and family, word of mouth. We have a lot of strong referral sources and business partners that we use. We engage with the community through, of course, platforms like the Lakewood Chamber of Commerce and things of that nature to just get in front of local community and let them know that we're here and we're here to help.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this for how long?
6 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what has changed from the first year to now? Like what's your mind? How's your mindset different from when you first jumped in, whether it was romantic or not, to now? Like what is your mindset?
So when I first got into the business, it was a unique time in real estate, right? It was 2000.
It was like a down.
Yeah,
right?
2011. People were afraid to get into the market. I was fortunate enough to be with a great office at the time, and had a great broker who told us to buy real estate. Don't even carry a mortgage. He pretty much told us, like, get a 15-year loan, not a 30, and invest. Interest rates are great, prices are great. And I took his word for it, and it paid off. So the first 3 years of real estate for me has been a lot of my investment career. And then from there, we switched gears into focusing more back into the sales.
So what's one tip you'd tell somebody in the Lakewood area right now? What do you think, just looking at the market and where things are, what's something you could tell them that you really believe that, like, this is something that most people, obviously everybody's different in their situation, but should look into?
So I think you should look into your options, right? A lot of people kind of have this preconceived notion of what it takes to buy real estate. A lot of people think that it's a huge mountain to climb when really it's not. If you just get the right information, we can help you get through that process. And if you can't buy today, then guess what? We can put you on a home buying plan to buy tomorrow, right? If you're looking to sell, we can help you move your proceeds into something that makes more sense for you, whether it's an investment property or another single family that, for more space, if your family's growing. So we can help you in different areas. It just depends on what you're looking for and how we can help you in that aspect.
What do you think people get hung up most on when it comes to making a decision?
Do you
think it's finding the right person? Like maybe like there's like that, like, how do I know to go with you as opposed to you? There's options there. Like, what do you think stops people from making that decision?
I think what slows people down the most is trust and honesty. I think real estate has a lot to do with who's your partner in the process. And if if that person that's sitting across from you doesn't seem authentic or you can't trust them, then it's going to be hard to do business with them. And I think that applies for anything, right? Not just real estate. That and of course it's the largest purchase that most people will probably make in their lives, right? So it's very important that whoever's working with their clients, that they're upfront, they're honest, of course, and they're just transparent about things, and educating them makes them feel more comfortable in taking the next step.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of steps in the process, right? So when you can get your client comfortable in that in one or two steps of the process, then 3 and 4 is going to be easier, and 5 and 6 will get easier, and they can start building the confidence as they start to know exactly what's going on and where we're headed and where we're going and how we're going to make this work.
What do you have to say about the Lakewood area market?
So Lakewood's a hot neighborhood, everybody.
It's hot, dude. It's because I'm here and I'm not wearing sleeves.
Everybody wants to be here. You have your school systems here. You have that family community here.
It's weird, right? Because it's surrounded by a bunch of areas that I guess aesthetically look pretty close, but there's something about like that demand for like Lakewood homes. I don't know if it's just because the supply isn't really there or what, but yeah, people, they're willing to pay a little extra to stay in the city limits.
They are, and that's because you got good neighbors here, and I think that's one of the best things you can have.
Because we have the best chamber of commerce, probably.
The best chamber of commerce.
It's my guess.
And it's just a well-designed city. Just look at Candlewood, look at the Lakewood Mall, and just the way they developed all that and how everything's kind of central. I think that's a huge.
It's a lot of tradition.
A lot of tradition. Well, right now we know that the largest purchasing market is millennials, right? So they're weighing out their pros and cons right now about whether they want to, spend X amount of dollars here in Lakewood, Long Beach, or the surrounding areas here, or just find other places to move. You hear a lot of people going to Utah. You hear a lot of people going to Texas, Oregon right now.
Colorado. It's got a lot.
There's a lot of that, and there's people going to the IE, which is not too far from here, and they just make the commute. For sure.
What is a millennial?
A millennial.
Like, do you know that? Like, is it? Because they say I'm a millennial, but I don't feel like a millennial.
Right. So
is it 84 and up?
I think it's 84 and up.
It goes like every 20 years, right?
Yeah. I think it's about 80. I think it is 84 and up.
I think so. I think I'm like technically a millennial.
I'm 84. You 84?
I'm 86.
No, you're 86.
Yeah.
I think you're definitely a millennial.
I think I'm definitely a millennial. I think you are too, actually.
Yeah.
So I used to like talk about not talk like, but I'd, millennials and their Nintendos, whatever I'd say at that time. But then I was like, I'm one of them. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's funny. It's funny to think about.
It's
makes me feel young at the same time. Makes me feel old. I don't know.
We're just at that point where like baby boomers are in the retirement phase and millennials are in.
Yeah, we're an intergeneration. Yeah. Like we're just kind of sandwiched in between like two. Right. We're like people without internet, people that live inside of the internet, and we're in the middle. Like we're the ones trying to figure it out.
Right. Like, I never thought of it like that, but exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of like
feel that way.
Yeah. I think it's a much better way to separate generations because it's a cultural thing rather than a year, right? Yeah, absolutely. So we're in that weird generation.
And then with Blue Atlas, of course, we definitely help millennials again, not just buy homes, but we give them a financial needs analysis when they come in as well, which I think is an important part of what we do in the process.
Because that was the whole problem in the beginning, right? It was people just getting unqualified people getting loans that they just couldn't afford.
Right. So it's not just about educating them through the home buying process, but we'll educate them through the financial process as well, and making sure that they're going to be comfortable with their payments. And one of the main things we're trying to do now is definitely educate people in the financial process as well as the real estate process. Right. So when we're able to bridge those things together, we will have smarter buyers and people who can actually look at their whole financial portfolio or thermostat and where their affordability is, and helping them, in their process of purchasing a home.
Reminds me of a quote: "Those who do not plan to fail." And I think that's a big thing. Absolutely. People have the idea of buying a home, but they're not doing so. I've been listening to a lot of Dave Ramsey. You heard that fella?
Yeah, of course.
He's good, man.
He's
baby
great.
Steps.
Yeah, baby
I'm all about
steps.
them baby steps.
I mean, that's what it takes. There has to be a way that we change something in the process to really get people on board to be more financially
It's education,
free,
like you said. It's education. Because people look at it so passively. Like, the idea of buying a home is it's an ideal. It's something that to look forward to. but it can be that, and also something you plan for today, and
Right.
start taking those steps.
Right,
And
absolutely.
sometimes all it takes is somebody just, putting that idea, that seed in your head of like, this is something you could do today that is going to help you tomorrow, and then tomorrow you could do this thing, and like build on that. Like the whole
Absolutely.
Dave Ramsey baby steps thing. It's all common
Yeah.
sense stuff
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah. You
Most
just
of
got to
it.
be exposed to it.
You have to be exposed to it, and then you just have to act, right?
Absolutely.
And that's a big thing. Where can people find you? Where can people get more information?
So you can find me at www.goblueatlas.com. Our office is located in the Cerritos Town Center area, so we can put that up, I'm sure.
Yes.
On the screen. So
Yes. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll put it down below in the description for the video. Again, guys, thank you for tuning into this episode of Speaker Series Spotlight. We are your Lakewood Chamber of Commerce. I am Brad Critchfield, and we will see you guys next week.